Hey guys, it's time for the 11th update video. So right off the bat, I just want to say, sorry for not uploading update video last week. It turns out that I was in the Gold Coast for 2 weeks, not 1 week. The reason I was confused is because my uncle was there for only 1 week, and he left early because he had to do work, and me and the rest of the family were still there for the rest of the time. And so I got back last Friday, and now it is Sunday right now, but for most of the people watching this video right now, it would probably be Sunday morning by the time it's uploaded. There is a lot of things to talk about in this one. You might be wondering why the electron links are not on my slash. So, before I left to the Gold Coast, my slash 4x4 was running perfectly, and I let my cousin drive it. Now, this was a big mistake on my part, because I let him drive it on the edge of a bay, or pretty much a body of water, or a lake, whatever you want to call it, and he drove it in. So, what I was using in there was this motor, the Valenian ESC, which is known to be waterproof, and I'm very mad at it for that. And then there's the mini Revo batteries, which are currently in the Rustler. I was doing some speed runs. I need to talk about this battery later. But anyway, it wasn't working correctly. It was working, but it only had about 25% of its power that it should have. Originally, I thought it was the motor, that it rusted up the magnet, and it just couldn't conduct the current. So I brought it to the hobby store, and I left it there for the whole time I was in the Gold Coast for 2 weeks. I got it back yesterday, and it turns out that the problem was the ESC. This sucker is only a few months old, and it already pooped out. It's not completely crapped out, but it just can't deliver the current to the motor, and that is a problem. So, anyways, batteries are fine. The hobby store owner said the motor's fine, but I think differently. And as for the ESC, yeah, that's the main problem. So, I had a few options. I could get a new ESC and see if that works. I was originally going to get just a Sidewinder 3, because I really like that ESC, but I decided to do something differently, so I went on eBay, and I found, what was it again? 4-pole Valenian motor and ESC, which is really nice. I like the look of the motor because, actually, I just like the motor in general because it's rebuildable and it has a nice, pretty blue anodization. So that's going to be in here when I get back to Canada, as well as with the package, it's also including, what is it again? ESC cooling fan, the Traxxas Valenian one. It sits on top of the heatsink, and then Integy motor cooling fan with a heatsink. A little bit of heatsink, not too much though. And yeah, I'm going to be installing that when I get back to Canada early September. There is the 3S LiPo battery. Now you may not think so, but this is not in very good condition. I also brought this hobby store owner because just whatever, battery has been kind of abused over what I've done with it, speed runs and whatever. And he said that it's really puffed and that maybe through the next couple discharges that it could literally go up in flames. So about that, I'm probably going to get rid of it, just make a video on how to dispose of LiPo batteries, just put it in salt water, leave it there for a few days, and then throw it in the garbage. And I will be likely be buying Turnigy graphene battery. It's going to have like 90C discharge, burst discharge, and yeah, I think it's going to be the normal price of a LiPo battery, but it's going to be the new graphene technology. I could talk more about that at a later date, but for now I don't have it, so I can't really explain much of it. Now you're probably going to be wondering what I'm going to do with my old motor and ESC that I have. So, there is 3 options. The first one's pretty obvious. I just keep it and use it for further projects. I could probably get the ESC for warranty if I scam Traxxas. I've done it before. That's how I got this. Just saying. And for the motor, it's in okay condition, but I would just pair them together and use it for whatever. Second option is I could donate it to Dark Ecliptic Heart or RC Bros 2000. I'm pretty sure they would enjoy it, especially Tristan, because he only has two brushless systems in all of his RCs. It would be pretty nice. And then the third option is I could give this away for the 100 subscriber giveaway. That would also be a pretty good option, because I am in the plans of making that. And speaking of the 100 subscriber giveaway, thank you for another 8 subscribers while I was on my trip. That is freaking awesome. And the last thing would be for long-term plans or new builds and whatever. I think when I get back to Canada, there's going to be school. That's happening in about less than 2 weeks. Oh, I don't want to think about it, because the day after I get back, it's school, and that sucks. I'm probably going to build my own balsa wood boat, and I have an outboard for it, and I could, hell, maybe even use this motor and ESC and that side of it. The other thing is I'm probably going to remake my Sidewinder versus Valenian video, because this time I actually have a full portal system, so I can compare the two properly and just redo the video more proper. I guess this is it. I have to explain. I guess this is all I have to really. I can't speak. This is all I really have to explain in this update video. If there's any added things I need to talk about, I will put it inside the next one. But for now, this update video is done, and I will talk to you next time.